Welcome and gather round. Every story Ruby the Robin tells begins with a twinkle in her eye and a flutter of joy. Today, she's singing one of her happiest tales, just for you. Enjoy!
One blustery afternoon, high in the branches of a very old willow tree, Ruby the Robin discovered something quite extraordinary. Tucked away in a small hollow, almost hidden by leaves, was a tiny silver whistle. It was shaped like a feather, and it shimmered in the dappled sunlight. Curious, Ruby held the whistle to her beak and blew gently. A soft, fluttery tune filled the air, like the whisper of wind through the leaves. It was a sound unlike any she had heard before, and it seemed to vibrate with a hidden magic. Nearby, Freddie the Fox was scampering through the underbrush. He stopped in his tracks, his ears perked high. "Did you hear that, Ruby? It sounded almost like a wish," he called out, his voice filled with curiosity. Ruby fluttered down from the willow tree, the silver whistle clutched in her tiny claws. "A wish? What do you mean, Freddie?" she asked, tilting her head with a puzzled expression. The wind rustled through the trees around them. "Well," said Freddie, his eyes twinkling, "I've heard tales of magical whistles that grant wishes. Perhaps this is one of them. Why don't we try it?" He grinned, showing his pearly white teeth, and nudged Ruby playfully with his paw. Ruby hesitated for a moment, then took a deep breath. "All right, let's try it," she agreed. She held the whistle up to her beak and blew once more. This time, she focused her thoughts on what she wished for. "I wish for a delicious picnic," Ruby exclaimed, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. The air around them seemed to shimmer for a moment, and then, poof, right before their eyes, a checkered blanket appeared on the ground. On the blanket was a basket overflowing with sandwiches, juicy berries, and a pitcher of cool lemonade. Freddie's eyes widened in amazement. "It worked! The whistle really does grant wishes," he cried, practically jumping for joy. Next, it was Freddie's turn. He closed his eyes, thought very hard, and blew into the silver whistle. "I wish for a sunny breeze to chase away these clouds," he declared with a hopeful grin. And just like that, the clouds above them began to part, revealing a bright blue sky. A warm, gentle breeze swept through the trees, rustling the leaves and carrying the sweet scent of wildflowers. Ruby and Freddie laughed with delight as the sun warmed their faces. They enjoyed their picnic, sharing stories and jokes as the gentle breeze played around them. The whistle was truly magical. As the afternoon wore on, other forest friends came by to see what all the commotion was about. Benny the bear, Tilly the turtle, and Ollie the owl all gathered around, their eyes wide with curiosity. Tilly the turtle was the next to try the wishing whistle. She closed her eyes and puffed out her cheeks, blowing gently into the silver feather. "I wish for a field of dandelions to play in," she declared softly. In an instant, the grassy field before them transformed into a sea of bright yellow dandelions. The air was filled with the sweet scent of sunshine and honey. Tilly squealed with delight and waddled into the field. Benny the bear wished for a mountain of honey pots, and Ollie the owl wished for a starry night sky filled with glowing fireflies. Each wish came true in the blink of an eye, bringing joy and wonder to the forest. When it was Ruby's turn again, she paused, considering what she should wish for. She had already wished for a picnic. What could she possibly want more than that? She looked at her friends, their faces glowing with happiness. She thought about all the wonderful things they had wished for, and she had an idea. A truly special wish. "I wish," she began, her voice filled with excitement, "for everyone's happiest memory to play in the sky, so we can all share in the joy." The whistle twinkled, glowing with a soft silvery light. A magical shimmer filled the air, and then, above them, glowing pictures began to appear in the sky. There was Nibbles the squirrel with his first book, Millie the mouse bouncing in a puddle, and Ollie the owl dancing to moon music. Each memory shimmered like starlight, filling the sky with warmth and light. Everyone watched in silence, their smiles wide and their hearts full. They were sharing in each other's happiest moments, feeling a sense of connection and joy. As the memories faded, Ruby gently tucked the silver whistle back into the hollow of the willow tree. She knew it was a special treasure, but she also knew something even more important. Some wishes are better when shared, Ruby said softly, looking at her friends. The joy of seeing each other's happiest moments is the best wish of all. Her friends nodded in agreement, their hearts touched by Ruby's kindness. They knew that true happiness came from sharing love and joy with one another. And so, the forest friends continued to share their days, their laughter echoing through the trees, their hearts forever connected by the magic of Ruby's sky of wishes.
Stay curious, little dreamer. More adventures await in the Whispering Woods at robinnest.org.